Hello guys, this is Mike here with another video, and this time it's a different type of video. We're going to be taking a look at my entire Bachmann collection, starting with first Thomas the Tank Engine. Okay, wait, I need to move the camera. Now then, this Thomas here that I have came in a single pack. And sports nice accurate details, a separately applied whistle, greatly cab windows that were well done, and a separately attached lamp at the back. And the face looks quite accurate to the original TV. So, and that's it for Thomas now. Off. And now I'll bring up my next character the same way that I did with Thomas. And that engine is going to be okay, I can't see. Edward. Now then, just for a quick note, Edward is my favorite character. Look at Edward himself first. Looking at Edward, and looking at this Bachman Edward, it was done really nice, in my opinion. The cabs this time are open, and there's this black thing that I guess is supposed to be representing the firebox. Wheel arches were done well. The whistle and all the linings and handrails were done well. Good too. Let me get him back on the track. It's not hard to. Now we'll look at his tender. Now it's kind of like a classic look with the number 2 bright and bold in yellow on the tender. Coal details look good, along with the back coupler and buffers. So, it's gonna be it for Edward. And actually, our next engine that we're seeing is right next to him. As you can tell, that number 3, Henry. Give me a second. Henry was also another neat character done in Bachmann. I like seeing his side rods in action. They look so nice. Of course, this is Henry in his new shape when he came back from crew. I don't believe there's an old shape of Henry in Bachmann, but if there is one, I will ask to get it. His face looks accurate, and what I like what they did with the funnel is actually made it in Henry's proper size compared to like Thomas and Edward, because in the actual show Henry had a smaller funnel than, and just like Edward Thomas. Looking in the cab again, it has that a green thing in the middle. Henry's tender, I also have nothing to complain about. The thing I have to complain about is these things where the gray thing where the wheels are. I feel like that could have been better if it was done in black, like similar to Edward's tender, where instead of gray they did black, and I think it makes the model looks much better. But hey, I can't be too picky. Okay, now my next engine is a bit further back. Move Thomas and Henry out of the way. And we shall make room for the one, the only, if I can get him on track, that is. Oh, wait, okay. Okay, this model's kind of hard to put on the track, I'm not gonna lie. Gordon. Yeah, you can barely see it. Gordon was another character that I think was done quite well. He is about the same size as Henry. I'm guessing. Might be a bit longer, but to me they look about the same size. I like the detailing on the running board where they have it come down like the actual show. And the tender looks nice too, other than the gray things again. The face, again, looks accurate. It looks quite accurate to the TV show. Okay, now, okay, I'm not putting this back in the track. We're going to set him over there. And now the next engine that we're going to be taking a look at is James. I'm not putting them on the track again. James Bachman is kind of where it falls off. One is the wheels being a light gray. The TV show, they were a dark black, so yeah, they screwed that up. The tender, again, has those gray wheels. Not good, not the best detailing. I mean, I do like how they did, at least did the dome code. But the face also doesn't do it. The face also doesn't look like the TV show that I remember when I was younger. It looks more cartoonish, similar to like All Engines Go. We don't want to talk about All Engines Go. Back there. Percy, what we're gonna look at next. And again, with the face, it does not look like the Thomas and Friends show I know. I mean, at least it doesn't really look like an All Engines Go face. Motor's quite light, and it has to be one of the smallest engines I own. A separate lamp, and a separate lamp at the back. I will say one thing I didn't like is how the coal bunker, was gray, because I remember in the TV show it was black, similar to like the Bachman James with the gray wheels. So again, another thing I don't really like about this model. Now the next engine we're taking a look at, let's pick up the camera, is Toby. Toby is also one of my favorite characters. The face looks quite accurate to the show, and it has nice details on the cheek and chin, makes the old engine. But one thing I found I didn't really like is that the front coupling, or coupler, whatever you call it, thing to make him couple up to like trucks and coaches and stuff, comes through the cow catcher with a hole. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, it just looks kind of ugly. Looking at the bottom, there's no side rods, which makes sense. At the back, kind of the same. Yeah, people just don't like classic thing where these windows or indoors are sealed off, but I kind of see why, because the model, the Toby Bachman model, has a moving eye mechanism. So if these were open, you're just going to see a bunch of wires. And again, reflect the bell. I don't like it. Looks cheap. It's started in the mall, now it's and so it's just a hump. But other than that, Toby's model is pretty good in my opinion. Send him off. Oh, we're going backwards. And now we're gonna come with an engine that probably should have been in the Steam team, Duck. There. Go. Now, Duck again was nicely done. With his Bachman model. His face is not, well, I wouldn't say it's the best, but it is not half bad. Like the side here on the black and the white running board. bold GWR. His number 8 in yellow. And the back kind of looks classic. And that's all I say about Duck. Yeah, it's a good model. Unfortunately, I would like to get more Duck toys in the future, but he's not really a common character because he was not added in the Steam team. But with the new motorized Thomas engines, I'm just kidding, I'm not getting that. Those look ugly. I do not like how poorly they treated Duck. Goodbye, Duck. Going backwards. And now we have the Scottish Twins. Both my second favorite engines. We have Donald and Douglas. Now, I'm only going to go over like one of these models because they're both pretty much the same. The camera's really. Go over both of their faces. Donald, his eyes are kind of wonky. That's what I didn't like about this model. Separately applied whistle and safety valve. That's what it is. Nameplate in the middle. I'm bold, that is his name. And extender. Yeah, pretty much exactly how it was. So now we'll take a look at Douglas's face. The eyes are slightly wonky, but not as bad as Donald, I would say. Actually, his face might just be kind of crooked. I don't know. Yeah, that's it for the Scottish Twins. Scotland forever. Alright. There's room building up on this table because of how much things I'm showing. Oh, this. Okay, that's film. Now, Oliver. His face looks more accurate to the CGI Oliver. A nicely implied whistle and bell. Back lamp. The GWR sign in number 11 done in bold lettering. And it just looks nice. I kind of like the black running board too. It looks better on him. What if a white running board? Now we have Emily. I don't know what her tender is. I gotta find that later. Right. Here's a tender. Emily was done quite well too. The face looks accurate to the old TV show, and the side rod is done well too, along with the bell, whistle, and all the gold lining details on her in the tender. We'll say a flaw with this design, which is not really how this design looks, it's kind of how it more runs. Because she only has one driving wheel, it kind of makes it hard for her to pull trains. But other than that, she isn't a bad model. Now, we have Rosie. Now, there is a pink version of the Bachman Rosie, I think, but I got the red version. Separately applied lamp on the top of the smoke box. No lamp irons. NWR from number 37. I don't know where that number came from. 37th engine bought by the railway. And the wheels and side rod looks good too. That's all I have to say on Rosie. Wait. Wonky eye alert. Wonky eyes. And now, of course, we have the devious diesel. And yeah, of course, because this model is black, it's more hard to see all the detailing. Kind of similar to Donald Douglas. And of course, the face not look like the TV show I would know. He was not happy. More grouchy and again wonky eyes. I mean, it could have looked at least put like a devil, like a evilish looking face. That will at least make it look better. But yeah, it's kind of more of a classic look. Nice. Put that down. Now we have Mavis, the only other diesel engine I could buy other than diesel. Similar to Toby, the hole in the cow catcher. That place. The lettering, her name and lettering were done well. Nice bold white letters. The classic black and yellow stripes on the back. And the face looks good too. And no. Yeah, that's fine. And now we have Ben. Or is this Bill? Is it Bill or Ben? You will never know. I'm just kidding, it's Ben. Now, for some reason, I only have Ben and not Bill. Kind of strange. And again, similar to Toby and Mavis, this coupling comes through whatever this is called. It's front board, I guess, because of how low it is. Well, with most engines, it comes under the thing. Not like that. But yeah, I still like how Ben was done, and I assume Bill is similarly done, just with a different place and name plate. Actually, no, they probably have the same face, because Scottish twins, they have, I think, the same face. I'm not sure. But yeah, one thing I don't like about this Ben is how his face looks. I guess he's kind of supposed to be a cheeky engine, but that face, no, it doesn't look good. The eyes are wonky again. The last engine that we're gonna be looking at is Spencer. Now, I think out of all the engines, this Spencer probably was the most expensive one. I got this one. In fact, fun fact, I got a lot of this Bachmann, most of this Bachmann stuff from Christmas of 2024. At the face, it looks like the TV show. But there's this like small wrinkles on both of his eyes, like down here. I'm not sure why. The buffer's painted silver. Nameplate done in bold lettering. Big hole in the funnel. Separately applied whistle. This little box up here, I'm not sure what that's for. The tender was done nice too. Probably the biggest tender that has like that. And now, that's it for Spencer. Now, we're going to take a look at my Bertie. That face is not doing it for me, guys. The lamps were doing quite nice, I guess. And fortunately for Bertie, it's not like a heavy model engine. It's more, Bertie's more of cheap plastic. I do like how they put in this like 3D thing. I think it's 3D. It has the stairs coming in, instead of it's just being like a picture, and there's actually room like inside if I can put my finger in there. Yeah, that's it, buddy. Now we're gonna have a look at some of my coaches. I gotta clear up some room though to show them. So I gotta move my engines and Bertie to the side or off camera at least. Coaches in a minute. Let me just get all the engines out of the shot. Well, not out, just away. Out. Okay. Now the first two engines that we're gonna the first two coaches that we're gonna look at are the classic fake cool coaches, Annie and Clarabelle. These two came with Thomas, but not the one I showed you. We'll get to later. And because these two are pretty much the same, yeah, same details. The faces, exactly like the TV show that I remember. Now, for some reason I only have one of Emily's coach. I only got this one I got for Christmas. Only came with the single coach. I only buy more for Emily. We have Henrietta, who sold separately. I feel like she could have been sold with Toby, but I guess not. Actual glass in there, similar to like the other coaches. And the detailing all and the model of it all is just nice. And now I have 3 red local passenger coaches. These are one of the normal type of coaches you would see someone just pulling that didn't have like any. Probably see like James. You'll normally see James or Edward pulling these types of coaches. Maybe Duck even all over. It has lining on the front here, black top, so black things and glass, like I said before. And now we'll get on the express coaches. I have 1, 2, 3 green express coaches for Gordon. All 3 of these coaches sold separately, and they all look quite nice, especially when going around curves here. And the final coach that I have is a red express coach. I only was able to get one of these, and because I don't really have like Spencer's coaches, I sometimes use this for Spencer and became his coach. And the final thing we're going to be doing with the coaches is showing you a size comparison. Okay, wait, never mind. They're all pretty much the same size. That's it for the coaches. We'll move in a way to make room for my next things I'll be showing you. This is going to be also another big one. What we'll take a look at next is some of my, not all of my rolling stock truck, I mean trucks and freight cars, whatever you want to call them. Now then, we'll start with, now to start this off, I have 1, 2, 3 salt vans, 2 of them being troublesome trucks, the other being a normal soda salt van with no face supplied. I also have this mail van for Percy. I only have 1. Like how you can see through the car. This is actually actual glass. I have 2 tankers. This purple tanker that I also got for Christmas, and this fuel and the soda fuel tanker that also I got for Christmas. And now I only have 2 brake vans, both of them being Spiteful brake vans. And we're not going to be going over them. Actually, yeah, we will. No, we won't. I will say one of them, this Spiteful brake van is missing this thing on the back. It's also a problem with the key doesn't have that. I think they were just plastic and they came like off pretty easily. Now we'll take a look at like the actual freight cars here. Okay, so I have 1 low green truck, face looks like he's looks like he's guilty, looks like he did something. I have 3 scruffy trucks. And I also have this regular troublesome truck with the iconic face that we all know and love. Get those out of here. Trucks out. And now we're going to be taking a look at some broken models. Bye. Let me just get this all set up. I need this all to be set up so I can clean it. No. This Thomas here was the first Bachman Thomas that I got back in 23 to 24. Its eyes very wonky, missing some paint on the front buffer on the right, and the back buffer on the left. Now the reason why I consider this broken is because you probably saw is this wheel right here is out of place, really old. And the side rod came, this thing, that came loose. I'm assuming it had something to do with this wheel in the middle, on this side. The whistle also looks kind of crooked in my opinion. Compare him to the newer Thomas. The paint job on the new Thomas seems better. The side rod on the older Thomas seems to be more of a bronze color, while the new Thomas it looks to be a perfect silver. Looking at the front, the broken Thomas has more wonky eyes. The broken Thomas also has more missing paint on the sides. Will I ever try to fix this model? Probably not, because I don't know. Fixing Bachmann, I have no idea what I'm doing. And the last thing we're going to be taking a look at is my broken Douglas. Again, this was the first Douglas that I got. I received him shortly after the broken Thomas. As you can see, this Douglas is missing his face, front buffers, and the front coupler. So the inside of the face looks kind of what made the eyes move. And its tender coupling broke off, so it can't couple up to the tender. The tender is fine, it's not broken anyway. Rolls fine. Now this Douglas does still work, but when I tried him again, give him a run, when running he kept on shaking. Now the reason this Douglas seems to be so damaged, that one time, before I got any of the other stuff, Bachmann, other than that broken Thomas and Annie Clever. Yeah. The Annie and Clever came with this broken Thomas in the set, while the newer Thomas came by himself. So I had actually dropped this Douglas on the floor, which caused him to lose his face, front buffers, the braking pole, and the coupler. Comparing him to the new Douglas, the broken Douglas is missing the gold safety valve. I believe that fell off too. dropped him. But other than that, it doesn't appear to be much different from the new Douglas. Also missing the front coupling stem right here. Like I said, those things were plastic and came off easily. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna end off this video. It's been going over for about half an hour by now, so goodbye. Let me know if you guys would like to see before I close off the video. Let me know if you guys would like to see any more collection videos like this, just not with like Trackmaster 2, because I have way too many stuff. Classic Trackmaster, hey, I might do, because I don't have a lot of those engines. Yeah, tell me if you guys would like to see more collection videos like this with a certain thing or a certain character. Do that too. Okay, yeah, I'm ending off this video. It's been 31. It's been like, I don't know, 40 minutes by now. So goodbye.